Daoud, could you tell us what is Tent of Nations?
Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for organizing that, and I'm very sorry that I was not able to attend because of the situation here. But we are sitting here at the Tent of Nations outside the family house with our international volunteers and family members. In the background is some mosaic was done by kids during one of our summer camp, and the writings in Arabic is taken from Psalm 133, which says, "How wonderful when the brothers and sisters come together." This is where the blessings is. The Tent of Nations is a family farm located southwest of Bethlehem, and today the farm is being surrounded by 5 Israeli illegal settlements that are growing to become big cities. And the farm, as you said, it belongs to my family since more than 100 years, and we are trying here to develop the farm and also face the injustice of the Israeli authorities to confiscate our farm. But we are glad that we are still here, and we are doing that in a non-violent way.
Amazing. And Daoud, could you tell us what the values are that your family have chosen to live by?
Well, I always say when people live under difficult circumstances, they maybe react negatively or sit down and cry or give up and leave. We said to ourselves, none of those options are good. We started to think about a different way, a non-violent way of resistance. But our principles are 4 here. We refuse to be victims, which is important to move ourselves out of the victim mentality. We refuse to hate, and no one can force us to hate. And we are acting differently based on our faith, and we are people who believe in justice. So those are the things that we are trying. Even many times it's really hard, but we are trying to live with those principles and values.
You talk about it being, that definitely deserves a round of applause. You talk about it being difficult to act out those values sometimes. So my question to you is, what do you do when you are angry or afraid?
Well, in a situation like ours, of course, not to compare with what is going on in Gaza right now and in other places of the world, it's easy to get frustrated, it's easy to become angry, and it's easy to hate. But here, what we are trying to do, and this is the therapy that we are practicing, is how we can transform, how can we channel our pain to be invested constructively? How can we transform this negative energy and make it to become for building things, constructively? The best way is to practice that is to be in the nature, to reconcile with the ground. And when we get angry, the best thing to do is to plant a tree or to go and water a tree.
Thank you, Daoud. We're miles apart, but there's so much to learn from you. And we want to ask, what would your message be to us at Greenbelt? What would you want to say?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for this gathering that is going on and on every year. It is important to have a community, for people to come together in a unity with one another. We are asking you to continue to pray for us, to continue to pray for justice and peace in our area. to stop all the violence that is going on around us. But also we are inviting you to come and see, because this is the best way to come and see and then to go back home and tell. And we are asking you to come as a volunteer at the Ten of Nations. And I think our friends of Ten of Nations UK have some information or like brochures that you are able to take with you today back home.
Thank you so much for joining us, Daoud. And the Tent of Nations, we will pray for you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thank you.